You don't expect that from the general people who hang around the program. And for me, this weekend especially is an embodiment of how much this program really is just a family. This is my favorite time of year. It's like a reunion for me in terms of seeing the players and the coaches, and I couldn't be happier that I have a second Duke family.
You said coaches' families like Mickey and his daughters.
Yeah, all the daughters are around, the assistant coaches, the brother-in-laws, the son-in-laws, the kids are around. Everybody's so invested in it, and it's such a it's a lifestyle, and they really I text with Coach K's daughters all the time during games, and we talk still, and it's great to see someone who has a family that's not only that supportive, but is that involved and really genuinely interested in what's going on.
When did you first meet them? Was it like when you first got to campus, like you guys, freshmen, have like dinner at his house? Or?
Yeah, as recruits, some of us have dinner at his house and meet him there, and some will kind of like slowly introduce. Some are more involved in the program, and some are a little bit more hands-off. So it's kind of a progression of being introduced to the family. I don't think if you had them all at once, you'd be as in love with them.
Right.
But all great in small doses. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
They're all great. So.
What do you think is like the most important lesson you learned?
Probably the idea of next play, and for me now being in the business world, and you get so many setbacks, and you get so many little things that go wrong, and you just have to deal with them. You can't let them affect you, and you move on to the next thing. So the concept of next play and perseverance has been absolutely the best thing I've learned.
You were on a team your freshman year that didn't have the success that you used to, but you used your end of your career to one of the most successful Duke teams that there's been. How did he change? Like when he was working with you guys your freshman year versus when he was working with you guys as seniors?
Yeah, I think we all changed, and I think Coach K definitely adjusted a little bit to, I guess, the players that he had in terms of strict X's and O's and playing philosophy, and then also I think he adjusted as needed in terms of us becoming more mature as a senior group and giving us more leeway to handle our own issues, to have more responsibility, to make sure that everything's running smoothly. And I think the more that he could trust us, the more that he could step back and focus on larger picture issues instead of being involved as he had to be to make sure that we survived the year, our freshman year, in terms of a micromanagement more to kind of macro.
Was there a moment in your senior year where you kind of realized, wow, we are seniors now, he does trust us, like, I kind of feel more like a grown-up than a child?
For me, it happened later than most people. I think it happened for me kind of in the Miami game down at Miami my senior year, where things were going wrong, we were down, we weren't playing well, and then the five starters just kind of looked at each other and were like, well, are we going to do this or not? And Coach kind of yelled at us, but gave us that kind of freedom to do that. He looked at us and said, hey, you guys are going to do this or not? And we just kind of, made 6 or 7 great plays in the start of the game, or the second half, and we're right back in it, and just kind of never looked back from there. So.
I think at a banquet this year, Todd Z told a story about how he accidentally yawned in practice once, and never let him have the end of it or whatever. Looking back now that there's been enough time, were there any kind of funny moments like that during your time here?
There was a ton of funny moments, especially with Tom, I'll tell you that. Todd had free throw shooting at practice. Yeah, the funny thing is that as you go along, there's so many small moments that you really make you realize everybody is human. Everybody, is a person trying to figure out their own stuff, and especially in practice, whether it be an assistant coach tripping and falling during a drill, and it being a really serious moment, and you're supposed to stay serious, but it's really hard to.
Right.
Or just small little mistakes like that, and small things that people do. Playing back a clip of somebody, falling on the ground and tripping over someone and being really awkward in practice, which, John tends to send me clips of nowadays of me back in practice or during a game when there's a particularly embarrassing moment, and sends it to me now in my real life, and it makes me really feel great about myself. But those kind of bonds in terms of making fun of each other and just having fun, makes all the hard work more bearable and more fun. So.
Great, thanks so much.
Great, thanks.
Can you talk about what the Coach K Academy means to you?
Sorry?
What the Coach K Academy means to you coming back?
For me, it's a reunion. And then not only to see the new relationships that we formed with all the campers that come here and the repeat campers that seem to be coming every single year, but for me, it's a chance to reunite with the guys that from my class and similar age that don't see each other that often, as well as get to know some of the older guys from the various stages of the program, hear their stories and kind of bond over similar experiences. So it's a great time. I look forward to it every single year.
And how's life been treating you, since your mom left?
Life has been good. Life has been good. Obviously for me, stopping playing basketball was difficult. You train for something for 24 years of your life and have to kind of transition. So it's been a little bit of a transition for me, but getting my feet under me and feeling great about where I'm at and excited for the next step and excited that I have this experience to come back to and look back on and to kind of further what I want to do with the rest of my life. So.
And will you all take another shot at Bacon again?
I think personally, I'll do it personally from now on. But it was a great learning experience for me. Ended up doing fine with it, and it made me realize, sometimes in life it's about learning what you don't want to do as much as it is about learning what you do want to do. So.
Thank you.